Yes. And who is your academic supervisor here? Can you share?
My supervisor is Professor Fakri. He is the provost of the university,
Yes,
and he's also a co-founder of University Waterloo in Canada.
in Canada.
And I just
So,
realized that he also a co-founder of a company in Canada working on like NLP, like how to build
mm,
education process for a student. Yeah, it's really cool. At the when the school send an email say that you have to attend the representation session to choose the supervisor, they also say that you can choose your supervisor from the other field. So
mm,
um, yeah, and I choose to work with Professor Fakri because I found that his project is quite near to the daily life. At that
mm,
point, he shared that he working on a medical project that
mm,
like monitor the patients, and he's more
mm,
focused on the fusion model. Like he will take the data from a lot of devices and sensors and try to integrate them into one place and processes by a deep learning model. So I think it's quite
mm.
interests me because I don't want to do anything that too high level and cannot apply to the daily life. Yeah, that's why I'm choosing him. The most impressions about my professor is that he's really supportive. Every time I send him an email, he will answer me, reply me for around 1 day. And in like when I send an email to say that I want to work with him to be his student, I also say that I want to work on some project related to medical problem
Mm,
because in my family, there are some people they got cancer, and
mm,
I want to like can create something that
mm.
increase the efficiencies in cure
Yeah.
cancer. Yeah, so he always remember that at the second catch-up meeting,
Mm,
he showed me two projects related to that one my interest, and I can choose
mm,
which one I want to work on. And after I choose that one, he also like connects me with one research assistant to work together on that
mm.
problem. Yeah.
Nice. When you actually get to do the research.
Um, I think it depends on the student because
Mm,
last year it's quite complicated because last year we got the COVID-19, and you know the rules
mm,
in the China in is quite strict. So Chinese students are coming here in June. They come in quite
mm.
early. So
Early.
during
Mm,
the last summer, they have time to choose the supervisor and work directly with them. But in my case,
oh.
I arrived in here in August, so I
Mm,
have to attain the presentation and choose the supervisor later. And
mm,
in until the mid of October, I submit my official supervisor, and at that point, my professor like arrange a meeting to assign the project for me. And during the
mm,
first semester, what he expect is just for me, it's just like literature review. I just need to
mm,
read the paper related to that field. And at the beginning of this semester, the second one, we
mm,
start to like implement some state-of-the-art work and try to
mm.
improve it. Yeah.
So someone not from the computer science background, is it too difficult for them? Or do you think that with the foundation course and the project that they assign is like everybody can do it? Or how
Yeah,
would you advise on that?
I think the reason why the school have three foundation course is for
Mm,
the one who not come right, like they not study about computer science before. And you also have to do the entry test. If you can pass
mm,
it, I believe that you have enough knowledge to pursue the program. Like the school do not like force you to working too hard. Um,
mm,
to achieve something, you can learn for yourself. And the most of the things that you have to focus is like having academic paper during these 2 years. So it depends on yourself. If you do everything quickly, so you have more academic paper. If you like just follow the program and just follow like the normal flow, so maybe you still have 1 or 2 paper.
You also mentioned about encourage the student to submit their research to the top tier conference. Can you also share about that point, why it's important?
Yeah, in AI, academic paper is really important for our career. When you apply to the company, they don't worry a lot like which university you graduate from. What they need is your research experience. And academic paper is the best thing if you can. Yeah. When I study in Vietnam, they just teach me some knowledge in the course. I don't know how to write a technical report and which is a good conference in my field. But when I'm coming here, they give you a lot of knowledge about those skills. Like every assignment in the course, you have to write the report in the format of the top tier conference. And some course they also ask you to do the poster for your work. It's also like when you go to the conference. And the school also encourage you guys to apply to those conference, that if you can have an accepted paper, the school will cover all the fees for you to go to there to attend the conference. They will cover the visa fee, the flight ticket, the hotel, and the food. And last year, I have 2 Vietnamese friends. They go to the US to attend CVPR. They also told me that their friends in the US, like the school also cover the fee for them, but they just give them like $20 or 50 or $30 to eat in one day. But in MBZUAI, they can eat everything they want, and the school will pay for them.
That's
So,
nice. That's
yeah,
nice.
they go to eat sushi, sashimi, all of them.
That's
Live like
awesome.
the thing in
Yeah.
the US. Yeah.
Do you have any conference like that you already apply and will go to?
In this semester, I have 3 projects. The first one is federated learning in like diabetes classification. That is the project I work with 2 more students in medical course, and we really hope that we can like apply that research work into the conference in this May. Yeah. And the second one is the one that I work with Professor Farikare. That is IoT based. Yeah, I use IoT to collect the data from devices. Like in a hospital, it's really hard to have enough the nurse or the doctor to take care of all the patients. So we will set camera and microphone or some wearable devices on the patient, and then we will tracking the data from those devices, and we will try to detect the anomaly case. Like if they phone, we will send a message to the caregiver, or if their health condition are going bad, so we will send a message to the doctor. That project is still ongoing, so maybe at the we need like 4 or 5 months to have the final result. The third one is virtual museum guide. You know, how you go to the museum, there will be a tour guide there to take you around and describe the
Right.
thing. But sometimes you go there, they don't have enough tour guide for you. Or even if you have a tour guide, they have to take a large group, so they will go with their flow. with their speed. And sometimes we interest in a thing, we cannot like stay there to focus on that thing, spend more time with that things. So I want to build an app like you just need to capture the video of that object. So the app will detect it and give you the description of that object. You can also interact with the app, like ask more questions, ask more information about that
That's
thing.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So it seems like the research work that you conduct at MBZUAI doesn't limit to only one topic, but
Yeah.
it can be anything that you are interested of, right?
The professor in here is really supportive. Like the third one, the virtual museum guide, that is my personal project in IoT course. And the instructor of that course is Professor Mohsen Guzani. I'm not his student, but he still guide me, give me some useful information from my project. They don't like care who is my student, who is not. The reason why you choose the primary supervisor, because they will spend more time and they will ask you about your working status during the program. Yeah.
So it's like work closely with one professor, and then you can also work on the other project with other professor as well. So
Yeah.
that's cool that you can like work with different professor, because each of them have different expertise, and then you can have like wider network. So that's, I think it's a great opportunity there.